Broadcasting through Nukaepdia, the Fallout Wiki, this is a test broadcast of JunkRadio, Nukaepedia's PIPcast. JunkRadio is going to be a PIPcast built by you. No, we don't want your money, we don't have a Patreon, and we don't do super chats. We want something more valuable, your time. If you've got an idea for a show, whether it's a one-off or a series, we want to hear from you. We plan on producing these at least monthly and already have new shows in production. We're looking for shows about Fallout lore, Fallout mods, other post-apocalyptic games and media, as well as both Cold War and high-tech. This is your PIPcast, so its shows are up to you. Coming up in this test broadcast, we have what we hope will become our flagship program, the Nukaepdia Network News and Public Occurrences, covering all the latest Fallout news and news from the wiki.
Junk Radio was sponsored by Rose's Raider Radio. Why are you listening to this loser when you could be listening to Rose?
Good evening, I'm Agent C with the Fallout news and public occurrences from the wiki. Later we'll have information about K-Darrow's ban and discussions with fandom, but first the Fallout news. If you're playing Fallout 76 on the Bethesda launcher, it's time to migrate to Steam. From 11 of May, the Bethesda launcher will no longer launch Fallout 76. If you make the switch by that date, you'll get 10 rank ups during Season 9, so there's no reason to delay, do it now. This week is Meat Week. Graham and his ever-faithful sidekick Charlie the Moo are planning a party but need primal cuts of meat. Look out for the quest in game. Meat Week ends on the 10th of May. Also in the most recent update, there is a ton of bug fixes for camps and a reduction in the daily quest challenges needed to meet the Daily Challenges Award, and a fix to the default button in the settings menu. It now actually defaults your settings. Chris Avellone is working on a new Fallout Bible-style document called the Fallout Apocrypha. In it, he reveals his thoughts on Fallout 3 and that he hasn't played Fallout 76 or 4 beyond a few hours. He's also talked some more about the choices that went into Fallout New Vegas. One such topic is on horses. Avellone says that adding them wasn't possible due to game engine reasons, and updating the environment to suggest that there were horses would be unfair to the player, as it would set the expectation that there were horses and they might be rideable. He also brings up long-term bugbear talking Deathclaw. He says that making them talk humanizes the monsters, making them less of a badass monster and more of a creature that needs saving. He said that Fallout has never been about Deathclaw Evolution Rancher as a premise. That sounds like a great idea for the next freemium mobile game. Moving to public occurrences on the wiki, and the big news is that fandom has issued a one-year fandom-wide ban to bureaucrat K-Darrow. This means that K-Darrow cannot edit any fandom-held wiki for the next year. Fandom has asked the exact details for why not to be shared, but they have been widely circulated anyway, but we will keep our description brief out of respect for all parties. The ban is in response to an apparent deal to apply the St. Payne ban reversal rule she made with another user. This agreement required the sharing of some very personal information, which fandom felt was a terms of use violation and one serious enough to warrant a year ban. We reached out to K-Darrow with some questions about how she feels about the situation and her future plans, but she declined to issue a statement at this stage. Her future in the community remains unclear, although there are rumours that she's working on some other Fallout Wiki project. We'll bring more news of that as it comes. The only other bureaucrat to face a global ban in the combined Fallout Wiki's history was the Wiki's founder Ossier, which occurred following him leaving the employment of Wikia, now fandom for a competitor. The exact reasons of that ban remain disputed. Following K-Darrow's ban, discussions have been held with special rights users and other wiki members past and present, and fandom about the state of the wiki. An explosive claim from fandom accusing K-Darrow of sabotaging the wiki for 2 years to support that rumoured new wiki was quickly shot down by many of those present. This belief of fandoms was fueled by statistics showing that page viewership and search engine optimization on Nukapedia is down, with the archive version of the Vault sometimes beating Nukapedia on some of these measures. A working group is already working on this with a view to restore content and improve search engine optimization. Fandom has offered help with making changes to policies to support a more healthy community and special user rights relationship. Pikashi has been appointed as our policy consultant, and we look forward to hearing more of her thoughts about the wiki. There's also a set of focus groups working together with people that might ordinarily not try and bring about improvements to the wiki. If you're interested in joining, please send a DM to Gunny on Discord. These groups are examining topics such as canon policy, user rights, and dealing with disputes. A discussion is open seeking opinions on a new section of the wiki that pays homage to its past. The Vault at Nukapedia would, it is proposed, house original source documents and try to make them more accessible and read. Please join the forums to be a part of this conversation. This is your Junk Radio news and public occurrences. If you have a news tip for us, tweet us at Nukapedia or email nukafalloutwiki@gmail.com. Thank you again for joining us on this test broadcast of Junk Radio, the Nukapedia Fallout PIPcast. If you have an idea for a show, want to get involved, or are simply free to record some voice work, please message us on the wiki or email nukafalloutwiki@gmail.com. Or you can tweet us at Nukapedia. We intend our next broadcast to be in 1 month's time. But until then, remember, if you're going to nuke anything today, Nukapedia. And a friendly reminder, please turn off your Pip-Boy.